Hello, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your April the 12th, just for today, in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Now, let's get into that meditation and see what we have for today. Okay, the title of the meditation is The Big Picture. All spiritual awakenings have some things in common. Common elements include an end to loneliness and a sense of direction in our lives. That comes from the basic text, page 50. Some kinds of spiritual experiences, take place when we confront something larger than we are. We suspect that forces beyond our understanding are operating. We see a fleeting glimpse of the big picture and find humility in that moment. Our journey through the 12 steps will bring about a spiritual experience of the same nature, only more profound and lasting. We undergo a continual process of ego-deflation, while at the same time, we become more conscious of the larger perspective. Our view of the world expands to the point where we no longer possess an exaggerated sense of our own importance. Through our new awareness, we no longer feel isolated from the rest of the human race. We may not understand why the world is the way it is or why people sometimes treat one another so savagely, but we do understand suffering. And in recovery, we can do our best to alleviate it. When our individual contribution is combined with others, we become an essential part of a grand design. We are connected at last. That's just for today, says at the bottom, I'm sorry, I am but one person in the entire scheme of things. I humbly accept my place in the big picture. Now that's the just for today for April 12th, and it's a beautiful one, if I might say so. Now let's go ahead and take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer, and then we'll unpack this meditation. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change and the courage to change the things that we can and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. Please and thank you. The big picture. We all have had spiritual awakenings. If we're in recovery, we've had maybe many, M-I-N-I, spiritual awakenings, or we've had many, like several spiritual awakenings. One of the things that all spiritual awakenings have in common is the element of ending this self-consuming perspective. Usually, I would say usually, I said all, but usually a spiritual awakening takes you further away from self. And it doesn't happen immediately, but there's always this awareness that takes place with a spiritual experience, a spiritual awakening that is not, it's not just for us. We're awakened to something about ourselves, maybe an awareness or a reality, an epiphany. So we have this opportunity in our hands. Every spiritual awakening that we have, I believe, is meant to not only improve my own life, but how I relate to other people. Whether or not I can give of myself and not expect anything back. The spiritual awakenings often vary in the types that they are because every person is different, unique in many ways. But the commonality of recovering from the disease of addiction allows us to look at spiritual awakenings in a very simplistic manner. When we're talking about the 12th step, we're talking about having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps. We tried, you notice that word? We tried to carry the message to another addict. I love that. That's step 12. By the time I reach that, my base is much broader, like the basic text says. The broader the base, the higher the point of freedom. That's where I want to be. I want to be free today. I don't want to be bound by being judgmental and all of the isms, and I don't want that in my life. I didn't get there overnight, but I'm here, I'm there now, and I want you to be there too. I want for you to consider your part in the grand scheme of things and why it is so necessary for us to have community, fellowship, random acts of kindness, the carrying of the message to others, and the ability to remain flexible so that we can do it effectively. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that I know that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. And I know that I will too. Talk to you soon.